Full disclosure, only 130-ish left, which is why I wanted to promo it for you. I want to make sure that you were able to grab it before we get to that airing. I don't know that it will last that long.
Pennies were the story until silver, because they made the
$300 for 2 pennies. Oh, no. I got one right here. Should I wrap it in some plastic and put a freaking picture of Abraham Lincoln on it and sell it for 150 bucks? Dude, don't buy that. Ooh, it's an MS-68. They only made 1 billion of them. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to show you, I picked up some cool things from my local coin shop, and I want to do a response video to Akusha Collectibles, introduce you to a channel. This is the channel here. He had to deal with an Indian guy. I'm not racist at all, man. I have some Indian friends, but oh my God, he got... The guy like destroyed him, didn't want to take a check, all that stuff. And then towards the end of the video, I'll show you some of the cool stuff I picked up at my local coin shop today, which you guys can do too. So I keep touting this. I keep telling you guys this. Man, when you go to a local coin shop, definitely look at other things in the shop that most people don't look at, like Dansko albums and sterling silver jewelry. That's just sitting in a plastic bin filled with other complete trash. So anyways, let's get into the Akusha Collectibles video. This is Drew and Casey. If you haven't watched their channel, I've been watching them since they had like 1,000 subs, because I'm like, man, these guys are young. We got to support these young dudes. And they're about to open up their coin shop, I think, later this month. So congratulations to them. And they're out of Texas. So let's watch this video. I'm going to go full screen. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments.
So this is one of the most interesting negotiations that we've ever had in our storefront or in our office for that matter. So we have a gentleman coming in today. He gave me a call saying, hey, I want to sell some 90% halves and 40% halves. And the negotiation didn't go as planned. So we can't wait to show you guys. So let's jump into it. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Yes, sir. How about the half dollars, the 90% and the 40%?
Yes.
Mind if I dump them out of the tray?
Yes, please.
Okay, and these the 40%ers or the 90%ers?
Yes.
Those looks like the 40. Okay. We'll dump out the 90 in here. We'll dump out the 40 on this tray. I'm paying $22.50 for each one of these, and I'm paying $8 for every one of those. Is that what you want to do?
On this one, I think I won't be able to do $22.
Okay, that's no worries. It's just because the refiners, for me, they're paying $7 back of melt, and I'm paying $5 back of them. So I'm pretty far back just because I'm basically wanting to pay $5 back of spot. But if they're gonna be paying me $7 back of spot, I have to be like $13 back or $12 back.
Today is gone up to 80, right?
Yep. So I just calculated as what's melt minus 7, and I did minus 5.
So there would be no.
So it'd be like 45 times.
I did bring in $4.25 in junk silver. It was a mixture of halves, dimes, and quarters. I bought them on eBay for 40 bucks, so I invested 200 bucks. They were shipped to my house, brought them to my local coin shop, and I got $238 off of $4.25 face value. So I got $238. So I made a $38 profit, and then I reinvested that into the jewelry, which I'll show you at the end of the video. But this is very important. And today's spot was 90, right? So in this video, the spot is 80. And again, that's down south. But here up in Illinois, my local coin shop did tell me right now, if they send silver that is 80% and above, so that includes Canadian silver, they send it to the refinery. The refinery doesn't lock in the price, and they might get a check in June. So if you're a coin shop and you get a ton of like 80% and above coins, mixture, scrap, whatever, and you send it to the refinery, guys, today's January like 17th or 18th. You're telling me you're going to take 6 months to pay these coin shops out, and you're not going to lock in today's $90 spot price? You're going to float it? Dude. But again, I believe my local coin shop pays the highest because they get tons of people. Dude, it was like friggin' madhouse in there. There was tons of people buying as well. All right, let's move on. Sorry for the interruption.
Face is what that is right there. I could do 46 if you want. I could do $23 a piece, but I'm not gonna do anything more than that. So
It should be at least $28 in these ones.
yeah, I mean if you do 0.36169, which is times 2, which is melt, times 80, and then
And 80 is the, sorry to cut you off, but 80 is the official rate.
yeah,
I am not able to find silver less than 87, 88, and 89.
right. It doesn't matter what you can find it for. It matters if I can make a profit. So if I can't sell it, then it doesn't matter.
The real rate is like 90. I don't know, but I think
Yeah,
you know that, right?
yeah. The retail value is 90. So I could post anything on the internet for $90.
Yeah.
So when you're taking a look at things posted on the internet, like, you know, they can have silver rounds posted for $88. I sold mine for 76. So I'm not selling them for retail because if I did that, I would never sell anything. So,
So this is the best you can do.
I mean, that's where I was thinking, where it was like, so if refiners are paying me $7 back, and I'm minus 5 from that, that's around 45. And then this would be around 46, which would be 23 times face. Or it'd be 46 times face if I did $23.
And please note, this was before the refiners did a complete shutdown in the Texas, Florida area. So again, up here in Illinois, 6 months. Yeah, CoinShop, send me all your silver. I'll pay in 6 months, and we're going to float that spot price. We're not going to lock you in. So if this guy would bring that in today, he'd probably be paying back even less, or more, or he would probably be paying back even less because his shop's not open yet. But if he needed it for inventory, he probably would have paid him a little bit more. But they're not in the business of holding anything right now. They're in the business of getting it out the door until they actually open up their shop.
So I can't pay something that I don't have a way out. I can't pay you something that I don't have a customer for. That's my problem.
So you're gonna melt them.
Yes, most likely, yeah. They're coming in for 0.99 right now. They're not coming in for this.
I thought you were gonna sell them before, but I didn't know that you were gonna melt them.
No, I would have to melt them. At this point, I have 10 people coming in to sell, and I have 1 or 2 coming in to buy. That's the market for me. I mean, if you want to check around, that's just fine, but for me, that's all I could pay. When I quoted, that's what they're selling. That's what I'm buying it for.
So how much would this be? I haven't, and I might be mistaken in a piece or two, so you can make sure.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 43. What did you say, times 20? So that would be 989, which would be just these here. These other ones, which would be 0.25 times 46.
These are not 90%.
They are. So it's the quarter times what I would pay times face, which would be 46, which would be $11.50 a piece. So it would be 92 for that, 9.89 for the halves, and these would be $8 a piece. So that looks to be probably over 100.
So do you think if I go ahead and melt them and sell them, so it's gonna be
Yeah, you would need
better?
to have a resale ID, and I have a business as well. So that's where like all those annoying things come from. So that's why people just don't like to mess with it, and they like to leave $5 a piece on the table, or $5 in melt on the table for me, which is not actually $5, but it's a couple bucks a piece that I'm making between this and the melt.
So do you think if I can manage and melt them, should I go for it? Is that better, or
Yourself, or are you talking about maybe
maybe getting it done by someone?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go through all those hoops, that's just fine. It's probably would save you more time to sell it. From my experience, it just depends on what that's worth to you.
What would be the difference in looking if I go ahead and melt it? I'm just taking a
$5 more, so 51 times face instead of 46.
Now he would get $5 more if he brought it to the refinery himself, if he was allowed to. But what Drew's not telling the guy, which he has to remember, is there's a processing fee, and usually that processing fee per order is like $50. So unless you're coming in with a shit ton of silver to melt, it ain't worth paying the $50 processing fee. So just so you guys know, and you guys can see that on the internet as well.
I want to give you my business, but this is a little less for me. You don't think this should be this price? I'm 90%, man. It's just not convincing.
Yeah, it's okay. If it doesn't work for you, I'm making $2.50 a piece on each one of these.
You can't do $25 on this one.
That's my profit. So if you add $2.50 a piece, what I would melt them for, to this, that would be basically $25.
Because even this is like $12, but I'm not saying nothing on this one.
Yeah, because they're not paying me $12. They're paying me like 85% of melt for those. By the time they refine them, they're charging us so much back.
But only on the 90%. If you could do 20%, 25, we can do that.
The problem
Same
is
price on this. I don't mind the $8.
Well, the problem is if I were to melt them today, they would pay me $2.50 more, which would be 25. They're paying me to 25 per dollar on those. So like they would be paying me 25, and I already did 23 for you. So I'd be making $2 a piece on these. So I'm paying you $23, and I'm melting them for 25. So if I can't make $2 a piece, I don't really want to buy them. I have overhead, and I have people that I have to send to the refiner, and it's not just a cut and dry thing. There's a lot of other costs there.
What do you guys think of that? So $2 per coin, you're buying it as a dealer. That's not a huge profit, and that's why he wants to get it out of there, and probably wants to get this customer out of there as fast as possible. But is that unfair for your coin dealer per coin to make $2 per coin to process it and send it to get melted? I don't know. That seems pretty fair. This guy's got a bunch of them, and he's cashing out. Who knows where he got them from, right?
Come and do account.
There's nothing we can do to settle in between?
No. I'd be just making $2 a piece on those, which is not very much.
You can't settle somewhere in between just to make a deal?
Yeah, I added 50 cents on top. Instead of 22.5, I did 23. If I can't make $2 per coin, then it's not worth it.
And on this?
I can make it $8.50. It should be 50 cents more a coin.
You're at least making like $3, $4 on this, right?
No. Nope. So if they melt for $12 or whatever you're saying, they're paying me 85% of that. So I'm making $1.50 a piece on those. But once again, those things I have to wait a little bit while to sell.
I thought this guy was good with the 40% halves, and now he wants to negotiate that as well. Get out of my store. Beat it. And you got to realize too, this is in Texas. Drew and Casey by far pay the highest because, dude, they want to get people to come in their shops. So the reason this guy's here in the first place is they're paying the highest. So when he called around a bunch of places, and trust me, this guy called around and he was cool with the price, and Drew here locked him in at 76. Now silver did go up to 80, but he did lock him in at 76 when they spoke. So the case may be, if the price actually had dropped, he still would have honored his $76 spot price. But now that the guy's here, spot went up a little bit. So now that's why Drew is going up in his price on the 90% and the 40%. But you're going to see here that Dad pops in the picture, and Dad's not been in any of his videos. He's just kind of in the background. And yeah, Dad starts going to the door. He wants this guy out of here. So watch. It's a longer video, so you just got to watch. It's hilarious.
So I'm probably going to get like $10 a piece for him. I have to pay him to go drive them down there. I have to wait a few hours, get paid next day. I have to keep the lights on and keep being able to buy. So not worth it past that.
Let's settle in between on this one, and I can go ahead. Just whatever you want to do in between. Because I really want to give you the business and give me the business too.
Yeah.
If you can settle in between somewhere, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of done negotiating. So if you want to us to buy from $23 a piece, great. If you want to go check around, everybody else is paying less.
Okay, you can do 2350.
23 is everything. 23 is everything. By the time I take it down there, I'm not going to be making anything. So.
2350 here or $9 here, it's up to you, but
yeah, it's fine. If you
can
do
do 2350 here, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like I said, I can. So I can get you a new bag if you want to go. I completely understand. We're looking at I just can't. So I can get you a new bag if you need to go. I understand, but
that's fine.
it's a better bag.
Thanks. No worries.
I'm sorry I couldn't buy it. It's just, like I said, if I can't make a profit, I just would rather let you hold on to it for a little while. And I think once the public starts to come back in, like when the public says, I'll start buying 90% instead of the refiners, then when you turn it in, it'll be a lot closer to spot. So if they're paying $7 back right now, that basically means the public's not there yet. But by the time they make it back in, it's going to be closer to spot.
Someone is offering me the melt value on these.
Okay, I would definitely take it because actually give me their phone number because I would need that because I've never gotten that price.
It's right next to Program, the jeweler.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I would definitely take it.
It's not far, but I don't know how to deal with melt value. So he's just placing it on the weighing machine.
Okay.
And he's giving me the melting price for it.
What did you offer?
He didn't do it per coin. He did it he placed it on the weighing machine.
Okay, what was the total?
I think it was $1,500.
Yeah, I mean, why do we need to negotiate if he was going to give you $1,500? You know what I'm saying? Because by the time I add these up, we're probably going to be at what, $1,100 or $1,150 or something like that. So yeah, I just take that, man, for sure. If he's going to give you $1,500, then I definitely think that's a smart move.
How much are we coming at?
Well, I mean, how many do we have here?
You wouldn't weigh this on the scale and then check out the value by 90?
With the refiner, they're just telling me how much they would pay times space. So they're saying I would pay you 51 times space or around 50 times space.
Okay,
and I'm paying you 46 times space, so I'm paying $5 back from them. So that's normally how they tell me that they would buy from me. So that's why we use the same exact time space thing. So.
But I'm just curious, how much is it? You want me to count these?
Okay. 27 times 8.5. 229.50. We'll get a new total now. Plus 92, plus 989. 1310.50. Normally make it 1311 because I don't want to have to figure that out. But that's what I would be paying. 1311 for everything. This one is 90%. So that would add to that total.
Yeah, totally.
Want to make sure none of these are 90 so that you don't miss out here. 1325. So that would be up to you, buddy, if you want to do it.
Okay. 1360 and you can call it a deal. If you want to do it, that's my bare 1360.
He's so pissed, and you're such a nice guy. He's pissed. He's being all quiet.
I just need a yes or no.
You can do 1360?
No. I understand. I can't do more because I can't make a profit. So.
Get me a little slag, man.
I bumped up these, so I get it. I'm just.
Settle somewhere with me.
Oh, here comes Dad. Get him out of here. Son,
I think you should take that jeweler's number. I think that'd be better. So, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for.
If you can just
1325 is what I'm buying it for.
Are you gonna pay cash?
No, I don't carry cash.
How are you gonna pay me?
Check. And you be deposited today whenever you want to deposit it. So.
Check. My name?
Yep. Whoever's name you want me to make it out to.
They're gonna charge me a fee on the check as well.
What?
Do you have a bank account?
No.
So you don't have a bank account.
I gotta do it to my business. I don't have a personal.
So what's your business name? I could just make it out your business name. And you could deposit into that.
Even if I do this price, you can't pay me cash.
I only carry checks right now because I just don't want to get robbed. And I can't get cash out of the bank because they don't give it to me. Because they say if you take out a certain amount of money, you're basically money laundering. So that's why I don't take it out.
You can't withdraw cash from your personal account.
I can, but the problem that I have every week is that I have 10 people coming in to sell. So by the time I get to somebody else down the line, they're not going to actually be paying me. One person's paying me cash and I'm paying 10 people out cash. So the cash I have is not, I can't keep the cash. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have to write checks after a certain amount.
I can't do check, man.
I understand.
You won't do 1350 on it?
No. I already said. So if you want to do 1325, I'm not gonna, I just don't want to mess with it if it's not worth that, so.
Get Dan at the door. He's so ready.
And what if the check bounces when I go to deposit it?
It's not going to bounce. We run a reputable business, and we also, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in inventory. This is my first meeting out of 4 today. I have people coming in to sell me hundreds of ounces of silver today. So it's something that, this is a very small transaction for me. So it's completely,
I'm gonna get you more business, don't worry about that.
the only business I can count on is the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
Understand?
So you're gonna give me the check out of your personal account or your business account?
Business. This is all business. So I don't buy anything from my personal account. I only buy things out of the business because this is business. Create a purchase order every time. So this is the purchase order I would be filling out.
Okay.
And you could take a photo of it, or I could take a photo of it. I'd have to fill out the whole thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You have an ID?
I do not.
No, I just do that
Just
for
check
every
before you
transaction,
do it.
just so, because it's protocol. But I just need you to write your name at the top and sign it at the bottom, which is right here. And then I would just need you to write so I can know what to write your name for. Basically, you're not stealing it. That's basically what it says. So,
Hold on.
go for it. What's up?
This is legally authorizing you to sell it, but
I could sell
I'm
it.
gonna receive the payment in like today's.
You deposit it whenever you want to deposit it. What it says there is basically if you're selling it on behalf of somebody else or you're stealing it from somebody else, then you're just held legally responsible. If it's your stuff, it doesn't matter.
I can give you an ID and everything. I just don't have it on me. But the problem is,
You're good. I don't even have your
I need
ID
my
anyways.
payment today.
I give you a check and you can deposit it.
So you can deposit the check and give me the cash.
No.
You can have the silver and just go to the bank with me, deposit the check and give me the cash.
Is there a reason why you won't take my check?
So, brother, there's no reason to. I just don't want to take the risk of check. I have been in this problem.
I understand. It's not a deal thing, but if it's a trust thing, then I understand.
It's just I've been in a situation before where I don't want to step in again.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
agree
sorry.
with your price and everything, but if you can go ahead and deposit your check, give me the cash.
Yeah, I don't have any cash. So if you want to take my check, that's cool. If not, and you don't trust me, then
It's not about trust. It's not about.
then I
trust.
can write the check and I can hand it to you. And if it's not a good time, then it's cool, brother. I understand. It doesn't hurt me at all. I just don't want to put you in a position where you feel like you're compromised in any way, but I know my check's good, and I got a lot of other people that say my check is good. All the other shops around here would say my check's good. It's my next appointment.
So you can deposit the check and give me cash.
I can only write a check today.
And do I have any paperwork saying that I
You
sold
can
this
have it. You can have this paperwork, and I can take a photo. It's got my letterhead at the top. So it's not just for you, it's for me. So if my check bounces, hey, his check number's right here, his name's at the top, his business at the top, and it bounced. And that is a problem for me, right? But once again, we're at a very small transaction amount.
It's not small for me, so you know.
I understand, but
Just
when
give
we're
me
talking
some-
about questioning my check, it's a very small transaction. Understand?
Yeah.
So,
Just give me some time.
yeah, no worries. Take your time, brother. If you can't, if you can't take my check, I understand. Maybe you should come back when I have some cash in or something like that. That'd be a good time. Understand?
That's fine with me.
We can rerun the numbers, and if it's higher, it's higher.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you for coming
sir.
by. Yeah, here's your stuff. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to
No, it's cool.
take a lot of your time, but
It's important that you came by. I'm happy you came by.
so if I just want to think about it.
Yeah, take all the time you need.
So you're gonna be open today?
I'll be by appointment only until the 19th, and then the 19th we're gonna be open to the public, so you can just come in at any time.
Well, I'm gonna text you.
Okay,
Thank you
cool.
for your time.
Thank you, sir. So initially I wanted to come back here and scream into the abyss because I was kind of annoyed by the whole thing, and it probably would annoy you too if you owned a shop like this. And a few things to consider before we talk about things that were said and things that...
All right. Well, that's just Drew explaining it. He doesn't really have to explain himself. I mean, maybe what he could learn from that is when you're going to discuss, hey, you're going to bring me in some silver, you do want to tell them, I only can pay you with a check today, especially if you're my first appointment. So you definitely probably want to be upfront with that. But when his shop is open, which will be open actually tomorrow, he won't really have to be writing checks unless they run out of cash during the day, which is a possibility. So, but you know, when you go to your local coin shop, they'll offer you cash or a check. If it's a really, really big amount, it'll most likely be a check. And usually the bank that they bank at is pretty close by as well. I know they do that with pawnbroker pickers and a few other shops. You know, if they don't have cash, they'll say, hey, my bank's literally across the street. Go cash it and you're all good. So anyways, that was a very interesting video. Yeah, he tried to get more, but I think this is a blessing in disguise. I think because he didn't sell it to Drew that day, and if he goes back later and silver is at 90, so let's say he goes in tomorrow, which is Monday, day of opening, and let's say spot's still at $90, that customer is going to get more money. He'll be happy. Drew will probably not be happy if that guy shows up at the door, but that's just what you have to deal with when dealing with the public. And dude, I totally understand. Yeah, he's Indian. Yeah, he's wearing slippers. Who cares, right? Everyone has a different culture. Everyone has a different way of negotiating, and it just comes with the territory. I've been in sales my entire life. I've heard it all, so it's totally fine with me. But again, he should have been more upfront, like, hey, I can only pay you with check today. But locking in prices and stuff, it would have been a different conversation if spot had dropped. Then the guy would be like this. But there was definitely some weirdness going on. The seller really didn't know exactly what he had, and I think Drew could have done a better job of giving him a grand total. I think when you break it down per coin, it really confuses the customer. Showing them what the refinery is going to pay you, that's unnecessary. Just bottom line, tell them, this is how much I'm going to pay you, and leave it at that. Don't do it per coin. Just say, on this 40% halves, I'm going to pay you this amount. And on these 90% halves, I'm going to pay you this amount. You add them together, this is the number, which ended up being $1,325, which took them a good 8, almost 10 minutes to get to. So I think if you would have been more upfront right away with that, and then tell him, are you good with a check? Because I'm only paying with checks right now. He doesn't have to explain that I'm afraid I'm going to get robbed. I mean, he doesn't have to explain any of that. So Drew is still learning. He's still young. But I think he's awesome. I think he has a great eye for coins. I love his brother's hairdo. And I went to my local coin shop today. I dealt with the owner's son. They all know me there, but I don't negotiate. It's like, oh, you're paying that? And I was going in expecting they were going to pay less because I had watched Brian Vermillion from Vermillion Enterprises down in Florida. And he was like, yeah, they were paying like $9 back a spot. So I was happy to get $238 today for my $4.25 face. I was expecting to get like $217, but he offered me $238. I'm like, great. I grabbed two Dansko albums, these bad boys right here for $10. I like to grab very, very nice mint Dansko albums and offer them on eBay, especially like stuff like this, like the Liberty Head Barber Quarter. This is a very thick album. This one's hard to find, so that one's worth $35. And then just a regular $50 one. Those are pretty common. This one was in really nice shape though. So again, I like to grab ones that don't have writing, don't have dead skin and hair and all that stuff in it. And then I picked up this sterling silver Carolyn Pollock Relios ring. It's actually real turquoise. It's a beautiful piece of jewelry. It kind of looks vintage, but it's a nice looking piece. So I paid $33 for that. And that is the marking on it for Carolyn Pollock, if you ever see that marking on any sterling silver jewelry. I was going to pick up another piece that had red coral in it. It was beautiful, but that one was like a heavy piece, and that one was only worth like $3, and they wanted like $173 for it. So my biggest score ever is going to be this David Yurman. I bought this for $132 because I paid silver weight for it, and my local coin shop was charging $4 a gram for sterling silver jewelry. Guys, I used to get that for $2 a gram, so it's definitely doubled. But the last time it was $2 a gram, I got a Tiffany & Co. Mesh bracelet for $70, sold it for $270. And then a Judith Ripka, I think I paid $2.50 per gram. That's again when silver was like 70-ish. Sold that for $270, so made good profit on that. But this is by far the biggest score ever. This bracelet actually has diamonds on it, like real diamonds. So this is how I photograph my stuff on eBay. If you're still around, it's a very long video, I apologize. But this is what I picked up, and it's absolutely beautiful. I do run it through my heated professional ultrasonic machine. I didn't have to polish this one at all. And this kind of stuff is still for sale like at stores like Nordstrom, and they're very expensive. If this was brand new at Nordstrom, they'd be asking well over $1,100 for it. So I'm the cheapest on eBay at $565. This is the markings on it for David Yurman. And this is my bracelet holder. And this is my diamond tester. I use the basic black one, but that also detects moissanite. And then this one here is a distinguisher between moissanite and diamond. And there they are, real diamonds. And then I weigh the item. So again, 33 grams times 4. That's how we got to $132 is what I paid. But I paid using the junk silver that I acquired on eBay for $200 to acquire this bracelet, this ring, and these two Dansko books. So now I've taken that initial $200 investment to turn it into $565 plus 65 plus 22 plus 35. So pretty cool, right? Take a $200 investment, go to your local coin shop, go get some more, increase it, increase it, increase it, keep increasing it. That's how you can make money no matter what the price of silver is. Drew and Casey, thank you always for providing excellent content. I do highly recommend you guys check their channel out. I'll scroll it down here. It's Akusha Collectibles, and definitely support these guys. Their channel is definitely going to blow up because they're the only younger coin shop owners. And again, they have a brick and mortar store in Texas that are younger. So, I mean, they're really young. They're like probably like in their mid-20s. So anyways, definitely support them. I appreciate you guys watching my channel and supporting my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about Akusha Collectibles, what they have to deal with the public. And let me know if you found anything really, really cool at your local coin shop, especially that scrap jewelry bin. But I did educate the owner's son. I said, these pieces right here, man. And I told him, like, I've bought stuff before. He goes, oh, yeah, a lady comes in here all the time and buys it. And I'm like, why don't you have someone that, like, sets these pieces aside and sells them on eBay? He goes, we don't have time. And he's like, you saw how busy it was in here. I'm like, yeah, dude, I get it. I get it. So they're not trying to get every single penny out of everything. It's a numbers game, and it's a number of transactions. That's how those guys make money. All right, this video went super long. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay healthy out there. Bye-bye.